virtual box. Okay, you can download it for free. And this is what VirtualBox does. This is VirtualBox over here. And you can run this inside Windows, or inside the Mac, or inside Unix, or any Linuxes. So that's called the host operating system. The host, and the host can be any operating system. Okay? So the idea is that you go ahead and you install VirtualBox. And this is VirtualBox what you're looking at right now. And you see what it says there? XP. So if I click XP over here and I say go ahead and start the XP, guess what it does? It locks up Windows inside Linux. Okay? And you can do it exactly the opposite. So for you guys, if you have Windows machines or Mac machines, you can load this guy and install Linux inside your Windows. Okay? So you don't have to buy a new machine. You don't have to buy another hard drive. Okay? And the idea is this is that when you create your machine, it asks you what operating system you're going to run, so it's the Windows. How much disk space do you want? 10 megs, 10 gigs, whatever space you want, and it takes the, sounds nice? It takes the space out of your hard drive. It gives you access to everything your computer has, if it has a printer, if it has internet, the CDs, the USBs, everything, the same hardware. And the best thing on this is that if you're working over here and you get a virus here, the rest of the machine is protected. Okay? So, and you can have as many machines, virtual machines as you want. The other great thing about this is that this is actually a folder. If you look at your directory, you see a folder there, and you can take that folder, copy it, and put it into another machine. And then when you turn it on, like I did just now, you have another machine inside that machine. Okay? So this will be a very good way for you guys to learn how to work in Unix, Linux, little by little. Okay? So this one here, cancel that, remind me later, in one day, that's fine, it's wrong. So you see I have all kinds of different programs that I don't have in Unix, but I do have access to the internet from here. One of the things that I have here, I have about 10 machines inside this machine. I actually have a network in there, okay? Because see, that's a website inside this machine, so I can always go ahead and minimize that guy, minimize this guy here. You notice what I told you over here is the operating system, the amount of memory in this machine. I'm asking for 2 gigs out of the same RAM that I have on the machine. And for video, I'm asking for 16 megs. On hard disk space, I believe I asked for 20 gigs. Yeah, 20 gigs out of the 500 that I have there. I disabled some things here. I have access to the floppy, to the DVD, the CD. So you have full control of what you want to do. Okay? And the internet, I connect to something called NAT. Okay? This one over here happens to be another machine that is running on the virtual machine, but it's called Ubuntu, which is Linux. Okay? Now, beside that guy, the other virtual machines, these other ones are also virtual machines, right? The only reason why I'm suggesting this one is because that one is free. The other ones are not. Okay? And the other ones, you have to pay the fee every single year. So they expire every year. Mine expired last week. Okay, we have like another 10 minutes. For the IT people and for everybody, okay, there's something called the cloud. I don't know if you guys have heard of the cloud. And if you ask 3 people what is a cloud, you get 3 different responses. Okay? So what happens is that these virtual machines, if you have a machine with 16 gigs or something like that, you can actually go ahead and create multiple machines there. And then you might have like a really old machine that you don't want to upgrade, really, really bad. As long as you have internet or connection to a network, you can access those virtual machines. So right now, a lot of the people that what are doing is, instead of upgrading the machines, they go ahead and they buy one powerful machine with a lot of memory. And then they create virtual machines like that. And then you have your old machine there, you just connect to the virtual machine and you work out of the virtual machine. Another advantage is that if you're home, you can connect to the virtual machine to the internet. Okay? So that machine goes with you. And then I mentioned there was a folder. So you back up the folder. So your machine breaks, all they do is get a backup of the folder, copy the folder, turn it on, and it's there. There's no reformatting, there's no replacing hard drives and nothing. Okay? So the IT world is changing quite a bit. I mean, big, big time. Okay? And the worst part, or the best part, is the cloud. Okay? So the cloud is the biggest producer, the biggest provider of cloud is, believe it or not, Amazon. Okay? Amazon is the largest provider by far. Then comes Microsoft. They got into that not too long ago. HP is spending about $2 billion to produce a data center. Apple announced a couple of weeks ago that they're doing their data center in North Carolina. Okay? And basically what happens is the following. Netflix, everybody's familiar with Netflix, right? When they changed the method of business that you can connect to the internet and download the stuff, what they did was they went and talked to Amazon. And they said, we don't want to spend the money on computers. So what they do is they rent all of the virtual machines from Amazon. Okay? So and a lot of companies are beginning to do that, and that's going to impact the IT people tremendously. Okay? Because I have customers that they don't want the server, because they can get the servers at another locations. And the people that provide those services, they do backups for you. They don't have to worry about maintenance on the server or any of that. The only problem is that if you don't have internet, you don't have access. That's always my point. You're willing to risk your business because of an internet connection? Then they go, maybe not. Okay? But the model of Netflix, basically what they do is they go ahead and they say, okay, we need 1,000 machines. And I'm not exaggerating, okay? Amazon can give you 1,000 machines in about 24 hours. Try to do that through a regular IT the way we do it today. First, you have to order the machines. You have to find out what machines you want. You have to install them. You have to do the cable. With the data centers, you just order the machines. 24 hours later, you have them. And then you tell them, I want 5 servers with this software and 20 with these, and operating systems and all that. They'll give it to you because they're all virtual machines. And they're all folders. So all they have to do is they have a folder that is Windows 7. They take that folder, copy it to a machine. That's how they can turn around the machines that fast. Okay? So one of the things that the problems is still here is with the way that they charge. Okay? And that's some of the papers we've been studying, because one of the things that they do is they charge you either by transaction or by time. Okay? And either way is bad for the user. Okay? The problem with the time is that if you have a machine here, right, and you have a whole bunch of virtual machines, the more virtual machines you put over here, the slower they all get. Okay? So you're charging me for time, but you're giving me lower speeds. Okay? The other ones are the transactions. If they charge you by transactions, then they will put you into a place that is very slow. Because they don't care. They just charge you for transactions. So the problems like that is still in the industry. And my feeling is that this is not gonna disappear. This is gonna stay with us, big time. Okay? And so the IT people, we need to think what to do.
What do you charge for product?